Once again, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this first Dynamics 365 community call. And with me, I have Barb Borman. Both of us are on the same team. We're on the Partners Enablement Team Unit. So if you're not yet aware of us, we are here to support our partners on the community. So we'll be taking your questions on Yammer, helping you guys on our blogs, and also on these monthly calls. During this presentation, Barbie will be taking the questions. At the end of the presentation, I'll join her to answer most of your questions. Feel free to use the chat screen and keep posting your questions. We'll try to answer most of them as fast as possible. All right, so just to inform, this call is going to be recorded, and we're going to make it available for you afterwards. And also the presentation, I'll make this presentation available on Yammer. So if you're not yet part of our Yammer groups, please join now. At the end of this presentation, I'll show you how to join. All right, so let's get started. On this month, on our first Dynamics 365 community call, we're going to talk certainly about Dynamics 365, our big announcement. It couldn't be a better moment to talk about this new concept and this new solution, because we are living now in a world that's changing so fast and seeking for productivity everywhere, and we couldn't have a better solution for that than Dynamics 365. We know for sure that most of the time we are facing challenges on a daily basis to be more productive, but and having to manage and work with so many different applications. And in order to do that, we expect our applications to be as simple as the ones that we use for our personal usage. So I don't want to have complex operations and complex processes for my daily business tasks. And in order to do that, Microsoft is reshaping our solution to make it even more easier for the user to work with, and to work in a way that it will embrace all business process in a company. And also, we are focused a lot on the mobility, because we know that more and more we are working on the go, and we need to be able to access the company information anywhere at any time, and be able to act upon this information, not only to see it, but be able to participate on the business process while we're on the go. But we cannot have just an overload of information. We need to make sure that each and every user will see only the information that's more relevant to that specific moment in time during a business process. So it's not simple to do that. We need to be able to understand what's going on, the momentum, the process, who the user is, what he's doing. So for that, we need a lot of intelligence, and that's where we are differentiating our solution. So what we see right now in the market is most of the companies now believe and invest in the cloud. Cloud is no longer a promise, is no longer a what if. Cloud is the reality. Now we know for sure that there is no turning back. This is the right path, so companies can scale faster, then can embrace new markets, then can reach customers that weren't available before that, and they can do it in a very, very, very fast pace. And more than that, by adopting cloud, companies are transitioning from IT-based decisions to business-based decisions. So more and more, IT represents a strategic role in the companies to provide solutions for the business executives, but not by just providing hardware and infrastructure and building a data center, but instead they are looking for ways to provide business values to the internal CX. And by doing that, we are shifting who is in charge of the decisions, and because of that, we as Microsoft and you as Microsoft partners, we need to understand that and focus our efforts to show the real values of our solution to those that are in charge of the final decision. And the executives are, although they might embrace new technology, they might understand the benefits of new IT solution, at the end of the day, what they're looking for basically is results. They want business values, they want business results, they want productivity, they want make more money. So in order to sell to this new decision maker, we need to be able to demonstrate how Microsoft solutions, in this case Dynamics 365, can leverage the full potential of their companies and bring more productivity, and by doing that, get more results at the end of the day. So we are reinventing the productivity to allow our customers to go through this digital transformation. And the main pillars for that is collaboration. We need to make sure that everyone in the company will be able to work together in a very simple way and be more productive. And one way to do that and achieve more is by being mobile, by having all the functionality and all the same capability they have on their PC while they're on the go. Also, we need to make sure that they are going to focus on what's really important. So that's why we are adding more and more intelligence to our platform to pinpoint what's going to make the difference on the results. By adding analytics, by adding machine learning, by adding IoT, we are able to provide very, very useful and insight that brings results. But none of these are relevant if you cannot trust our cloud. So we invest a lot and we ensure that our cloud is reliable, secure, so companies can transition to the cloud knowing that everything will be okay, that they will be protected and their information will be there for them when they need. And so those are the fundamental pillars for the digital transformation, and we need to show that to our customers. And Microsoft Dynamics 365 embrace all that and try to deliver a message to our customers that they can go to the cloud, they can embrace the digital transformation, but doing that on their own pace, starting with only what they need. They don't have to buy or to acquire more than exactly what they need to get started. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the new apps concept on Dynamics 365, but the idea here is if you're only focused on sales, that's okay, start with sales. Then later, if you're growing and you want to control your services process, your field services process, your marketing process, you keep adding more and more process automation, more and more feature, more and more research, but just as you grow. So it's a solution that will grow with the customer. And it's a solution that will focus on productivity everywhere. If you are on your office, we need to make sure that you leverage the full potential of the applications that you have installed on your PC, but if you're on your phone, the same way. And we need to make sure that everything is simple and flows smoothly across different departments in the enterprise. And also, as I mentioned, we are investing a lot on intelligence, and it comes built in Dynamics 365 to guide employees on how they should work to get the best results out of it. And also, we need to make sure that the solution will help them understand that adhering to the company's business process, instead of trying to do everything on their own, has its value and brings real results at the end of the day. And once you have all that, you are ready to grow. You can, in a controlled environment, measure what's going on with your process, understand how your business works, measure your results, and start growing from there. And how does Microsoft Dynamics 365 do that? Basically, Microsoft Dynamics 365 combines its power with all other Microsoft solutions and applications to deliver a unique business process management, a unique business process automation, a unique way of being more productive. So at the bottom, we have our cloud platform with Azure. And on top of that, we have new apps that we call PowerApps and Flow that will rely on a common data model that will smoothly transition information across solutions and applications in a way that you don't have to be a developer to create how it's, your new apps, your new mobile apps, or to define the flow of information across systems and solutions. And we leverage the potential of all other Microsoft products that you might have installed. So if your customer has Office 365, we're going to use it to put together information that comes from their email exchange, relationship with customer, communication, and analytics from Delve, and we will understand all this information and correlate this information with information from your CRM or ERP applications from Dynamics 365. And we're going to be able to deliver the insights by using user-friendly tools like Power BI, and on top of this information, use Cortana Intelligence and Azure IoT to get even more richer insight that points the company to the exact right direction. And as a partner, you can have all that and also connect this Microsoft solution to third-party applications that your customer might have, and make this full solution available to your customer on App Source. So once you package this and make it available on App Source, anyone in the world can search for your specific app that may be intended for a specific market segment or a vertical, an industry, and grab from App Source and have it work on their environment. It's a very, very powerful store and a very powerful concept for partners to redesign how they do business today and how they sell and deploy their applications. So how can we actually deliver that? Well, we know for sure that the business process is going more and more mobile every day. So with PowerApps, we are embracing that. We are making it easier for partners and customers to develop their mobile apps that are connected to their business process and data, and that can be used by any user in the organization on any device. We try to close the gap, the expectation gap that we have between business and IT. So if in one side you have IT concerned about security, reliability, SLAs, and others, we have in the other side the business that they want productivity, they want an interface that's user-friendly, they want to build new apps really fast, and they need that done. But we need to find a way to eliminate this conflict, and that's exactly what PowerApps delivers. So basically, we can assure by using Microsoft Cloud and PowerApps that you're going to build reliable, scalable, and integrated mobile apps, but you're going to do that in a very fast way that's beautiful, easy to use, and will serve any kind of user on any platform. So basically, you're going to build your apps more fast, create process that will make sense for the end user with a very unique user experience, and your power users, your business decision makers will decide and manage their business using applications like Power BI. We'll design the new apps with PowerApps, and we'll automate the process with Microsoft Flow on an intuitive UI, no code needed here. But in case you need to extend that and add more features, your developers will always be able to use what is available in Azure to make it. So it's good for both worlds, for the business users and IT. And at the bottom of it, we have what we call the Common Data Model, or CDM, and that allows any Microsoft application to send and receive information, and also to connect to external data sources from legacy apps that the customer might have. And by doing that, you don't have to, the customer doesn't have to invest again in something that they can preserve their investment, because they once deployed a database with a lot of information. They don't want just to copy and paste that to another database and move this information and try to recreate the connection. They can just keep what they have there, but connect our CDM there and virtually make information that comes from Office 365, Dynamics, and other solutions correlate to their legacy data, and at the end it all makes sense, because all will be delivered in a clear format to the users through PowerApp applications. So what exactly is PowerApp? It's a services that allow you to create your business app, and it will work across platforms. It's apps that will be developed once, but will be available for your users to run on their iOS phones, on their Android tablets, Windows phones, whatever. And Microsoft Flow will allow them to automate their process across many different SaaS apps and monitor how this process are working and get data from there, measure how the process is, how the automation is flowing, and it creates a very simple and unique way of connecting different SaaS apps, and maybe apps that are not at all related to Microsoft. So you can get information out of, for example, Twitter, and from Twitter create case and leads on Dynamics CRM, or monitor files on Dropbox, and when someone put a file there, you just get this information and recreate the same file on SharePoint online. So you have a lot of options on Microsoft Flow to create that. I'm going to touch that in a moment. And how can our customers get Microsoft PowerApps and Flow? Well, Microsoft Flow and PowerApps will be available. It's on preview now, but it's going to be available as a standalone app. but also will be embedded on some Office 365 package and Dynamics 365 applications, and you can have the full potential of it on Dynamics 365 plans. It will be available for both the SMB, the Business Edition plan, and the Enterprise plans, Plan 1 and Plan 2. I'm going to cover what plans we have available in a second. So how does it change the way that partners work today, how they sell and how they position solutions? Basically, what's changing is that partners no longer will be able to just position specific products to their customers. They need to do more. They need to participate on their customers' decisions and be a trusted advisor to their customers, because with Dynamics 365 and all this concept that I'm talking about, you're going to have all solutions connected. All process will be automated and connected. From an email to the invoice on the ERP, it will flow smoothly across different departments. So partners should start by positioning Microsoft Cloud, the business values and benefits of moving to the cloud, and try to offer a comprehensive solution and not only a product that will solve specific problems, but how to show the end customer that they can leverage the potential of their process and use all capabilities of Microsoft solutions at once and enhance their results. For that, partners should be part of their customers' daily process and deeply understand how your customer works, and so you can advise, you can propose ways of improving their process and at the end get more results out of it. So you must become a trusted advisor, a technology strategist for your customer. And by doing that, you're going to be able to own the whole solution, the integration with their legacy applications, and with plans like CSP, you will always own the billing relationship, so it's all up to partners. We want partners to be more and more independent and take control of the whole relationship and process with customers. So you will advise them technologically, you will help them understand and improve their business process, and you're going to manage the billing and all the commercial relationship with them. And after you implement and you deliver the values of our solutions, you'll be able to manage and support your customer. But once again, if you start doing that right and start to embrace your customer business process and be part of it to advise them, it's more than just fix and repair. What you're going to do next is to continuously monitor their process and update to as your customer grow. You say, okay, now it's time for us to change your process, to enhance this and that, to add new departments to the solution. And that's the promise of Dynamics 365. Just to have an idea, the values here are not related to any license, it's just for reference. But what I mean by being part of your customer process is that when you sell license, that's good. You can make some money there, and you have renewals. So from time to time, you see more money coming. For the deployment and customization phase, it's just that. You go there, you customize, you deploy, you get some money from there, it's over. So where can partners really make more money? By differentiating themselves and creating solutions on top of Dynamics 365, packing the solutions making the solutions available on app stores, because from there you become unique. When you use Dynamics 365 to create a vertical solution, an industry-specific solution, or to enhance a solution that comes out of the box, you are becoming unique. You're making the difference. And no one can compete with you because you are adding some value that's unique and based on your knowledge of your customers. And once you do that right, you have a recurring revenue there, and you can get the same package IP and distribute to other customers. And if you make it available on app stores, maybe customer that you never thought that you would have will contact you and will download your package from there. So that's the way to go for partners from now on. One important information on Dynamics 365 is how it's licensed. We are changing the way that we license Dynamics, and we're gonna our next monthly call, so in October, is going to cover specific pricing and licensing. So maybe not all of you know, but as Dynamics partners, we already have some pricing and licensing video series on DLP. Not all partners have access to DLP, but as we move forward, the licensing pricing will become general available. So starting on October 1st, you'll be able to start quoting Dynamics 365, and on November 1st, you'll be able to start selling Dynamics 365 online, and on December 1st, Dynamics 365 on premises. So it's important, very important to understand how licensing is going to work, but we're going to cover in detail this information on our next session, which will be on October 11th. But for now, what's important to understand is that we're going to have two different editions of Microsoft Dynamics 365, one for enterprise and the other one focused on SMB. And you'll be able to license Dynamics 365 by apps or by plans, by roles. Apps will be a license that's focused on users that only need a specific app because they just do a specific function in the enterprise. So maybe you are a field service dispatcher, you don't need anything else but the field service license. That's good. Maybe you are a sales rep, all that you need is the sales license. Perfect. But in case you need to touch more than one app, maybe ERP and CRM for sales, field service and customer services, we're going to have plans which will allow a user to consume and use all apps at once. And we are also adding now a specific license for team members. This license is for light users. Those users that maybe all they have to do is to fill some expense reports, add some HR info, read a knowledge base article, contribute to a knowledge base article. So for those tasks, we're going to have this new SKU for team member, which has a lower price point, and we'll cover a lot of research here. But we're going to talk more about that on our next session. So what is going to be available right now is for SMB. We will have the Dynamics 365 Financials app, which is basically, if you are aware or used already, the Project Madeira ERP application. Now it's turning into Dynamics 365 Financials. So with Financials, you also be able to get PowerApps and flows. And we're going to have on November 1st the 365 for team members for this business edition. On the next release, so probably in Q2 next calendar year, we are adding sales and marketing apps. And once we have financial, sales, and marketing app, we will make available also the 365 Business Edition plan. So as soon as we have this the official announcement of that, we're going to share with you on the community Yammer group, blogs, and calls. So for now, for SMB, the first Dynamics 365 licensing will be the financials for ERP. Okay. On the enterprise level, we're going to have many different apps. So sales, field services, customer services, project services, marketing, and operations. Operations will be the ERP, which will connect to AX on the enterprise side, and also PowerApps and Flow, and the team member license. We're going to have two different plans. So Dynamics 365 Enterprise Edition Plan 1, which will allow a user to use any of the sales, field service, customer service, project service, and marketing app, plus Flow and PowerApps. And if you have a user that needs the CRM side, automation side, and also ERP, we're going to have the Plan 2, which will allow a user to use all of these apps at once. For Plan 1 and Team Member, we're going to have tiered pricing, so pricing will go down as you add more and more users. And for some apps and plans, we're going to have device license, but once again, we're going to cover that in detail on our next session. So how, as a partner, you can succeed with Dynamics 365? We recommend you to take an end-to-end vertical approach. Don't sell just CRM for this vertical, ERP for this vertical. Build a comprehensive solution. Start with Office 365. Customer will be able to, on an email, see contact information from CRM, the next the opportunities that are available, the next meetings, the invoice from ERP, all in the same place. They will be able to work on their emails, having all information from ERP and CRM. But they can move to CRM, and on CRM understand their business process, get recommendations on how to proceed on their opportunities, on how to, with knowledge-based article to use for a case management. They will provide the service, they will get the deal, this deal will flow to the ERP will manage the invoicing, and you're going to see all the results consolidated in one single place by using Power BI, and the specific features that each and every user in the company needs will be available for them through mobile apps created by using PowerApps and Flow. So you can sell one comprehensive solution. You can create a piece of it and sell separately, but if you combine, you are much, much stronger. As Dynamics CRM plus Office 365 used to be a very strong message from Microsoft, you can do the same as a part by creating an end-to-end vertical approach to your solutions. Sell the cloud. Start there. We have the benefit of being a player in the market that allow customers to choose. They can use cloud, on-premises, hybrid, but start with the cloud. In the cloud, you have the main benefits. You have new features, and all new releases starts in the cloud, so you can take advantage of that. You have app stores to deploy and distribute your solution, so start with the cloud. Expand and strengthen your solution by adding Microsoft technologies. as our technologies become more and more tightly integrated, now with CDM and the whole Dynamics 365 concept, if you consider using all Microsoft applications and tools in your solution, you gain more power. You strengthen your solution. Use what we are recommending. So build your new IP by leveraging the power of PowerApps and Flow. Create data integration for your customer by using CDM. Take advantage of the benefits of this new concept. Don't hold yourself because I have some legacy developments and I want to stick to that. Okay, you can do it for a while, but after some time, other partners will be using the new technology and will be being able to develop and deploy their solution in a faster pace than you. Use app search to promote your solution, to make sure that you expose your solution to a wider range of customers. So that's how you succeed. And if you're struggling to move your customer to the cloud, it's always good to remind that we have a program called Microsoft FastTrack for Dynamics CRM Online, in which Microsoft will engage with the end customer and help them understand the values of moving to the cloud and define the path to get there. You cannot, this service is available from Microsoft to the end customer, but there is a process to that. If you want one of your customers to take part of it, please let your PSC know. There are some criteria. For example, it must be at least, your customer must have at least 250 seats. And we have limited resource, of course, so we cannot just say yes to any opportunity. So bring your case, talk to your PSC, and once your customer is approved, Microsoft will contact the customer and provide some technical talks that will really deliver knowledge to your customer. They will understand better what is moving to the cloud. We're going to provide some workshops with hands-on labs, and they will get used to how it works. They will be able to understand in a real-life scenario the benefits and what should be done to move to the cloud. And we will follow up on them and understand if the process is moving forward and which are the blockers and how should we overcome them. So make sure that you talk to your PSC in case you understand this is a valuable approach for your customer. All right. So I'll quickly jump to a demo, but unfortunately I cannot demo Dynamics 365 yet because it's not general available. If you as a partner is participate on our Dynamics 365 preview program, last week you had the chance to see for the first time Dynamics 365 in action, and I can tell you there are so many cool things coming up, and I promise that once it is that the NDA is lifted, I'll make sure to have a call with you to demo Dynamics 365 and have a sneak peek on that, because it's really, really cool. So I'll very quickly jump to my tenant here. And the message that I want to deliver today is basically when you look to this screen, the Office 365 apps screen, what I want you as a partner to understand and deliver to your customer the message that all these apps should and can work together as one. They are not independent boxes here and apps. but they should act as one, because when you do that, you are more productive. You have more automation. Your process becomes simpler and the results goes up. So if you're deploying CRM, you want to be able to use CRM from inside your email. You want to be able to track who the customer is, what's going on. You want to track your appointments, to track your emails in a context. You want to be able from here to create new activities, to schedule a meeting and have these tracked inside CRM. You want to be able to use all your Office apps inside CRM. You want to be able to manage your opportunities by using Excel online. You want to auto-generate a proposal to your customer by using Word templates integrated to Dynamics CRM. You want to go to a meeting with your tablet and just write down something on your OneNote, and this must be automatically tracked inside CRM. You want to manage your projects and have them inside CRM. And when you have your projects inside CRM, that's the beauty of the thing, of the Dynamics 365 concept. We're not talking about just project management for project managers. We're talking about starting the project on the sales side, understand the resource, the amount of hours, the skills, and creating the codes there. And when this code attached to the opportunity becomes a deal, it transitions automatically to the service team to plan the project, to manage the project, to allocate resource, and get the time entries, the expenses reports using team license on CRM, and having all this built through the ERP and sent automatically to the end customer. So that's the beauty of the thing, of having all of CRM, ERP all connected. So if you have CRM and you need to keep your documents, make sure customers understand they can use whatever they want. They can use SharePoint, they can use OneDrive. And the documents will be stored here, but available on CRM, available on Office groups, available on their mobile clients. You can understand the trends and how your team is working by leveraging Delve Intelligence inside CRM. You can understand social behavior from inside CRM. So everything here should work as one. So if you want to manage your business, you can use Power BI. Power BI will be connected to CRM, get information from there, connect to the common data model, and cross-reference with information from any other source on your customer. If they have a legacy ERP that's not part of Dynamics 365, that's okay. They're billing, that's okay. Whatever other solutions they have, just bring the information here. And if you don't know that already, you can create your dashboards here and consume your dashboards inside Microsoft Dynamics CRM. So Power BI can be managed, and customers can utilize the power of the Power BI reports from inside Dynamics CRM. They can do the same with social insights. They can do the same with so many different Microsoft applications. We just create on the legacy side and leverage the Microsoft Dynamics CRM. And by using PowerApps, we can pretty much connect all Microsoft and non-Microsoft solutions here, put all the information in one place with this virtual database, which is the common data model. You have full management over your entities. You can create new entities. You can change the entities that were created for you and connect information in one single place that comes from multiple different applications. And once you have the information there, you just build very, very simple apps that allow you to manage your business process very easily. We deliver some sample apps that you can use as a basis to understand. You can add and create new apps on the fly on the browser. You don't even need like a programming tool or developer studio of any kind, or even Visual Studio to do that. You can do it on the fly. You can manage how your multiple SaaS apps will connect to each other and flow information by using Microsoft Flow. So maybe you can just monitor your Twitter, your Facebook from here. Say if I find something, I want you to create something inside CRM, and you keep adding new and new steps and flows, and you can do that not only, of course, with Microsoft solution, but you can interconnect all kinds of services here. So surveys, monitor files, sync database, get documents, so many different possibilities, and you can interconnect all of them and transition data by using the common data model. It's so powerful. And once you are inside CRM, you can have all that in one single place. And with the new apps concept, you'll be able to deliver not only the regular Microsoft apps as you know, but you're going to have much power to create your own apps, to create your own IP, and make this available inside CRM. So once you create that, any user can just simply jump from inside CRM into the marketplace, which is basically app source, and download from here your application. So create your IP and make it available here. That's how you differentiate yourself. All right. Okay, some very good research, and once again, I'll make this slide deck available through our Yammer group. So know more about how to build a cloud business by visiting Cloud First App. If you're not already on our community, please join now. Not only our Yammer group, but follow our blogs. We have the Dynamics 365 blog for MS/US partners and the enablement blog. This one is more focused on our monthly community calls, and this one we will keep adding more and more interesting content that might be from the business side, from opportunity side, from technical side. We're going to add a lot of stuff here, so stay tuned. And please spare some time to learn more. We have a lot of good content on Partner University. If you have access to DLP, the Dynamic Learning Portal, which is available to for Dynamics partners with Action Pack, or maybe with Silver and Gold competency. Here we have a lot of good content for business users, for technical users, for all kinds of roles. And also we have a 12 video series on Dynamics 365 pricing and licensing already available here. So go there and see the videos, and once again, bring your doubts for our next call that we're going to cover pricing and licensing. And I'll leave the link with you to know more about Dynamics 365, CDM, and PowerApps. And please consume your IURs. If you have IURs, understand how it works and start to use it, because it's easier for you to sell and demonstrate the business value of Dynamics 365 once you have it on your own company and you feel the power of it on a daily basis. Some upcoming events. We have our next community call on October 11th, and we're going to cover once again Microsoft 365 pricing and licensing. So register now. And we have some summits coming up. So next month, well, in Tampa, we're going to have the users group, and also the US Industry Summit in November, and the Extreme in December. And very, very important, register now. On October 5th and 6th, we're going to have the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Blitz. For those that never been part of a Blitz, it's very, very, very good sessions that will cover everything that's new for Dynamics 365 on a sales and technical perspective. So have your team attending to both. They are on the same time, so you can have some research here and some research here. But later on, we make all content available to partners. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed. Now I'm going to jump to our questions.